Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the tier list. I am Mangan, joined today by Collins.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And Paddy.
Hello.
And it's my attempt for a tier list this time, and I've gone back with music, and we're doing cover songs. I actually can't wait for this one because there's some of these that I actually didn't realise were covers and just are amazing, and some that we'll get into later, which I'll.
It's an interesting episode.
It really is. It really is. First of all, before
lads, I've been looking forward to this threesome. There we go. Let's move on.
Just quickly, do sort out the tiers to our listeners at home, abroad, and wherever you may be. So top tier is better than original. Second is great homage. Middle ground is a decent attempt. Second to bottom tier is pointless, and the bottom tier is something that we'd all ask ourselves while listening to this. Why did this happen? Before we kick off, though, how are we?
Pretty good, mate.
We haven't been recording as much. This is our first one in a few days because,
life happens.
Yeah, lockdowns easing. We're all getting back into jobs and stuff, but we're going to make sure we get our content out for you guys. So, without further ado, I'd like to kick off. And I'm going straight to the bottom. Because, start from the bottom now here. Britney Spears, I Love Rock and Roll. Right. Norton screams, I love rock and roll more than the sound of a DJ deck. I hate this song with a passion.
What about the original?
Oh, Joan Jett's cracking. It actually contributes something to the idealism of rock and roll. Why have anything like technic, anything like modern in what is a classic? I was going to say not an electric, but then I realised electric guitars, but no, why is a DJ deck in a song called I Love Rock and Roll in the first place?
I mean, my bigger problem is why is Britney Spears doing a rock song? Like, the whole point of a rock is you have like a thick, growly voice, and she's got the tamest voice in the world, and she's doing a rock song. Like, her vocals just don't fit at all.
Nothing fits in it. It's the music stylings of it. Like you said, the way she sings the song, it's shocking. It is shocking. I hate this so much.
Mangan, can I just make you really angry and say I quite like this song?
Oh, piss off.
No, the Britney Spears version, you like it?
Genuinely, I quite enjoyed it. Obviously we make the playlist and we just listen to it as we go on our day to day. And I listened to the entirety of this playlist on the way to the shops.
Even the first bit was like, "Ooh, who left this mic here?" Like,
oh my god, that intro from her is so cringy.
Oh, it's so bad.
Look at the end. This is clearly not as good as the original. I think we can.
Okay.
I'm not going to try and claim that.
We've marked top tier out then.
But it's different, and that's something that I kind of like the most out of a cover. What's the point of a cover song if you're not trying something different with it? And I genuinely think Britney Spears does a decent attempt.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, there's someone here that I know I'm going to like and you're not. In your defense, Collins, it's definitely not the worst song on this list. But
no, we all know what the worst song on this list is.
we all know. I mean, literally, I named the bottom tier after that song. But I've got to side more with Mangan. I mean, it's just something that shouldn't have happened. Britney Spears covering a rock song. It shouldn't have happened. Her voices her voice doesn't fit, and for me, I'd put it in why did this happen?
I still think her voice fits. I think she.
Who left this mic here?
That's look, all right. I'll give you that. you could have started the song a bit better then you could have at least played up with the original. Had it be a jukebox instead of I was on mic.
This isn't karaoke, Brittany. This is real life.
Oh mate, it's cringe.
But it's funny cringe.
I think
say
it's
that
going to
as
be
a man who
outvoted
hates
on this
cringe
one, though, I'm
humour.
afraid, Colin.
I don't know what annoys me more, the song itself or just that line.
It sets the tone, doesn't it? To be honest, that first line.
Yeah, this is this is my one of my why did this happen? I've got two.
Well,
Yeah,
that's cheating.
you were fighting a losing battle there. No, we had 6 items.
That's a good point. We have 6 songs.
We had 6 songs this week, only 3 of us. So, yeah, I would say, why did this happen?
It's so bad.
All right. I feel like I've been outvoted.
Come on, no, where were you going to put it?
I already said decent attempt.
Oh my god.
Well,
I think genuinely, why did this happen is really harsh. I think you could argue a pop version of a song called I Love Rock and Roll is pointless because at the end of the day, something that has the words rock and roll in the title can only be rock, and Britney Spears does not do it as a rock song. She covers it as a pop song quite well, but you could argue that is pointless because there's no reason to do a pop version of a song called I Love Rock and Roll. I think why did this happen is just too harsh on that part.
And on that note, we'll see you guys later. I've got the will to live too.
Well, I respect your opinion, but why did this happen is where it's ended up.
Yeah, no.
Right, college. After
All right, then I'll go next. And I think I'll go with a better song. I'm gonna go with Los Lobos La Bamba. I mean, all of you enjoy this song. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I guess, but it's just a bit of a memey song. I don't know. I don't know.
I know. Can I go get some cola and then answer you after I've downed them?
I mean, it is just a memey song. It's not like it's not much of a musical song. It's just a bit of a catchy song. It's not terrible, but again, if you compare this to the original, it's very very much the same.
Yeah, I agree. It's but you know what? I still get a lot of fun out of it.
Look, anytime the first lyrics of the chorus hit you, you instantly want to join in with it.
No, it's super catchy. I
super
can't
catchy,
deny that.
And the instruments are add on to that as well.
Well, it's kind of like it reminds me of like Blackpool. The song, it feels like a cheap Blackpool song that someone has done.
That's such a strange comparison.
No, but it's like a proper like.
I hope our viewers know what Blackpool is.
It's not
Blackpool. Think Disney World, but the rest of it is just regular Florida. I think that's a good.
That's very generous.
Have you just compared Pleasure Beach to Disney World?
In the sense of it's a great little spot, but once you leave Disney World, you're keeping tight hold of your bag.
The reason I use that comparison is like I imagine walking into like a Blackpool pub, and then some guys just playing that on the piano, like on karaoke.
We probably have.
Never walked into a Blackpool pub.
No, I know, but I'm imagining it in my head.
To be fair, that sounds like a fun pub that I want to be in.
No, I'm not dissing it too much. Like it is a catchy song. I haven't got like too many negatives to say about it. It's just not. It's not a brilliant piece of art or whatever. But
yeah, there's not much else to say about it really. It's a good song. It is a good song, and it does make me laugh really.
Well, ultimately, we're judging it on how it matches up to the original, rather than just the song as a whole. And to me, it's very, very similar. This version by Los Lobos. Who's the original by? It's by Richie Valens, I think. And to me, it's just exactly the same, and that's why I've got this as a pointless one because I didn't think this needed to be made. It's not terrible, but it's no different to the original.
I put it in a decent attempt. I thought it was pretty good. It did, like you say, it was quite similar to the original, but most covers are really. Don't know what to expect really. I think it's a decent attempt.
Yeah, I'd probably put it there as well.
Ooh.
being outvoted.
I'll just feel.
You know what? It feels all right.
I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say it hurts.
Well, you know, I can bear that.
That's not his choice, unfortunately.
I don't feel
You
passionate.
can't make that joke.
I don't feel that passionately about this song in any way, good or bad. So.
But Paddy, is there a song you do feel more passionately about?
No.
Oh my god, that was a great transition. You just shut up.
I'm joking. Yes. Well, I was going to go for a bad one, but now you've set me up with that, I'll go for a good one. Why don't we go with Fife Dangerfield's cover of Billy Joel's "She's Always a Woman"? Brilliant song. The original's brilliant, and this is a great version of it. Not too dissimilar from the original, which marks it down a bit, but still his vocals are fantastic. The piano instrumental's fantastic. What's not to like?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. It doesn't stand out as on its own, I feel. That's probably my main takeaway from what...
Your mic's gone a bit funny there, Collins. It's gone a bit underwater.
Well then.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, but to me, it doesn't stand on its own. It's very much a cover. Like, so some of the best ones, they make it into their own songs, kind of like Britney Spears' "I Love Rock and Roll."
No.
Gonna have fun with this, man.
I refuse to acknowledge it. It is a bastard child of a song.
Popular music. Yeah, but with this song, yeah, it just doesn't stand out to me. What are you guys?
I do like it. I think the lyrics are good. I think the music's good in it. It does stack up to the original. I think it does. It stands on its own 2 feet in a sense. But like I think it's pretty good. I do think it's pretty good. And
no, his vocals brilliant. You know, he's got really beautiful, like, haunting vocals, and as I said, the instrumental, simple but effective. It is similar to the original, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means it's probably not going to be top tier, but for me, it's still a great homage because he's put his vocals on the song, and it sounds brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd have put a decent attempt, but I'm not going to argue with it being moved up 1 tier.
Fair enough.
Oh God, we're back on me already.
Yeah, fast paced.
It is fast paced. Right, what have we got? I'm trying to think what should go next. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mumford and Sons. Something you could argue is quite similar to this, in the sense of I think it's a really good cover, but it could suffer from the fact that it is quite similar. Like, let's be honest, we know what Mumford and Sons is all about. You know, you've got your guitars, a bit of your ukuleles, but The Boxer is a beautiful song, and I think it pairs well with it.
Yeah, from the title, I didn't know what the song was, and then I heard the chorus, the la 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 la, whatever it is, and yeah, and I do like the song. I found it a bit boring, honestly, listening to Mumford and Sons cover. It's nice vocals. They put their own twist on it in terms of they've made it, with the banjos and all that. But I don't know, I found it a little bit boring, if in all honesty.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, the exact same thing with me. This song has
I do like.
It's just Mumford and Sons singing a song that they didn't make.
Well, we could say that about every single one. To be
no, not necessarily.
The best ones put their own twist on them. They're different.
Yeah.
This is just Mumford and Sons singing a song, and I barely want to do that to one of the ones that they write.
Oh.
Yeah, that's harsh.
To me,
Little Lion Man's a tune, but to be fair.
Yeah, that's basically the only bit of likeness I have for Mumford and Sons. Look, I'm not saying it should be why did this happen. They do a good job, but it shouldn't exist. It's got nothing unique about it. It's pointless.
I was going to put it decent attempt.
Yeah, I think I was going to put it decent attempt. I don't know if it's pointless.
You guys like bullying me?
Nah. It's only 1 tier below what you think. You could make an argument for Pointless easily because it's not incredibly different from the original, but they have put their own Mumford & Sons twist on it, and his vocals sound nice. The song sounds pretty nice. It's a little boring for me, their version, and to be honest, the original's not that exciting. But I think it's worthy of a decent attempt, like, to me.
Happy days, Collins. What you got next?
All right, then. I think you know what. I'm gonna get this one out of the way. I previously ripped this song in a previous podcast we did when we talked about the greatest Canadian band of all time, Nickelback. Yeah, I talked about Avril Lavigne, the wife of whatever the main singer's called. I can't remember.
Was that Summer 41 or?
Pardon?
Avril Lavigne's been married to a couple.
No, but at the moment she's married to Nickelback's lead.
Oh my God, she just swims in mediocrity when it comes to husbands, doesn't she?
Wow, how rude.
Yeah, and you know what? This is nice and sweet. Look at her; she's singing her husband's song. Isn't that nice? And I ripped it apart when we did it I briefly talked about it when we were doing what power ballads was it? But it was on the playlist. It's in the shops. I really enjoyed it.
Oh.
You know what, Collins? I absolutely agree with you.
Oh.
I was expecting when I saw it, I was expecting to hate it, but I don't know. I just really like her take on it. I feel
assume that it's because I listened to it from a YouTube video the first time, and the YouTube video was just really poor quality because the Spotify version of on the playlist, it was so much better. Her voice was so much better.
Yeah, I think her voice sounded incredible on this song. Yeah. Like, some of the best vocals I've ever heard from her. I never considered her a great vocalist, but listening to that, she sounded like a great vocalist. And it's definitely original. Like, she's definitely put her own twist on it.
Actually, it's an acoustic cover. She puts her own spin on it. She also puts her own spin on what she'd usually do as well. When you think about what Avril Lavigne's known for, Skater Boy and Complicated. It's unique for Avril Lavigne to do this, and she does a good rendition of this song. A song that let us all point out we did put in the second tier.
Yeah, I mean, the only negative I've got written down about it is the drums in the background were a little off-putting for me. They were a little overpowering. I like the piano instrumental that she's got going on. But I don't have too much negative to say about it. I actually really liked it.
Mangan, you ready to completely disagree with us?
I'm actually in stunned silence.
Really?
Oh, because I didn't think you were going to agree.
Wait, are you on our side as well?
I think I am.
Oh, this is one of them where we hate to like it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I choked on thin air when I first listened to this song because I was so shocked. I was expecting this to be so
genuinely
poor.
Guys, I need to send you the YouTube video of the version that I first listened to, and you will listen to it and you will think it's awful. But for some reason, Spotify clearly is auto-tuning the hell out of it.
Did you listen to a live version of it doing it?
No, it was a recording that they put on YouTube.
Is this when they put the Celine Dion song, but instead of the actual music, it's just someone playing the flute?
No, because my main problem used to be the vocals. I thought Avril Lavigne sang it horribly, but second time listening to it, and I was just thinking this is actually really good.
We're gonna have to delete the Power Ballads song now. We're gonna have to delete it. We can't take Colin seriously anymore.
To be fair,
let's be honest. We've caught me in a lot of lies already. Probably, I change my opinion on football every time we do a football podcast.
I mean, sometimes when you listen to a song first time, it hits differently than it does the second time.
It's different.
I don't know. Sometimes you listen to it first, and you're like, "Oh, this is awful," but then you listen to it a couple more times, and you get used to it, and you're like, "Oh my god, it's actually quite good." But yeah,
this is really.
So where are we putting this?
I was thinking maybe Great Homage.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
What's that about?
I
What are
thought
those
we were gonna,
noises for?
I thought we were gonna put it decent attempt. I thought it was good, but I didn't think
Because when I'm comparing it to Mumford and Sons version and La Bamba, for me it's above that.
I thought we stopped doing this. We stopped comparing other things on the tier.
That's where he wants to put them now. That he wanted to put them in decent attempt, and generally I agree. It's also really sweet that she did her husband's song, guys. Don't you agree?
It's incredibly moving.
Are they divorced now? That would be quite fun.
I hope not. Let's check.
I'm literally checking right now. I am literally checking.
This is going to be awkward.
Wait, what? Wait.
Are they divorced?
Oh, they divorced 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Not even that, 5 years ago.
Well, I mean, this cover wasn't released recently, was it?
When was it released?
It would have been released when they
divorced and thought, you know what? I'm going to do a cover of his song.
Collins, were you looking at? Were you even doing research? They were married for 2 years. It didn't even last.
Yeah, did the song during
that doesn't surprise me. To be
word.
fair, it doesn't seem like a relationship that would last.
Well, that's an answer.
I wonder who she's gonna go for next. What other bands are going?
Take bets. Panic at the Disco, maybe.
Oh no, he's way too successful for that.
That's harsh now.
Maybe, but no content warnings.
Did you vote, Mangan?
Oh, I'm gonna go decent attempt.
Well, you've been outvoted anyway. I just wanted to know what your opinion was.
Oh,
look. At the end of the day, she did it in 2012, guys.
Fair enough.
Just before they got married as well. I wonder if she played that at a wedding.
They probably like duetted.
Oh, that'd be annoying. That.
Maybe there's a video on YouTube or something.
If I went to a wedding and someone started doing a duet, I'd be like,
Nah.
Want to go to the bar?
Not if they were actually like famous people, like famous artists.
What, like the Chuckle Brothers? Do you reckon they duetted on
Oh,
them?
come on. Yeah, I'm not having the Chuckle Brothers compared to Avril Lavigne. That may be the first ever comparison of them two.
They got married on Canada Day.
I literally thought you were going to talk about the Chuckle Brothers then, and I went sick for a second.
Oh, my lads, we've missed a trick.
What?
Didn't the Chuckle Brothers do a song with Tinchy Stryder?
Yeah. That wasn't a cover, was it?
Oh, was it? I swear it was a cover.
If that was a cover, then I want to find the person who made the original.
I can't even remember what they sang, that's the thing.
All right, yeah.
Let's move on,
Paddy.
Oh, yeah, To Me To You, bruv, yeah. I remember it now. Okay, is it me next?
Yeah.
Let's talk about one of my worser ones. I want to get this out of the way. Michael Bolton's Yesterday. This is a bit of a late submission by me. But for me, it was quite difficult to find like bad cover songs I'd actually heard of. So I just had to do extra research, and I knew like Yesterday is like the most covered Beatles song. So I was like, there must be some bad ones in there. And I stumbled upon this one. Now, if you listen to it, his vocals are nice. He sounds good, but you know he misses the point of the song completely. This is one of like the greatest songs ever written, and the beauty of the song is its simplicity, and he completely overdoes it in terms of his vocals. His vocals are so like too try hard. He's trying too hard to sound really good on the song, and he misses the whole point of the song, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was just my main takeaway. Listening to this is, why are you trying so hard? Why are you stretching out and screaming these lyrics at me?
Exactly.
It's meant to be quiet, simple, just goes along and it tells a bit of a story. And Michael Bolton just does what he always does with every song he does, and he shows off how big his lungs are.
Yeah, and that's not the point of great music. That's the thing, which is a lot of artists need to learn that. Like his vocals are so over the top. The pacing of the cover is far too slow, and as I said, he misses the entire point of the song. The beauty of Yesterday is in its simplicity, and he completely overcomplicates it.
I think a Michael Bolton cover can work. Like I simply say this now: this should not go in the bottom tier. but the way he sings it is pointless.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's a pretty dire attempt for what is a classic song. I've never really liked Michael Bolton. It's one of those little things that I don't like him and I don't know why. But listening to this, I think I know why now.
I think he could cover some like big ballads quite
Yeah,
well,
he'd be
but
fantastic covering power ballads.
yeah, like he could cover them well, but he shouldn't be covering songs like this.
Yeah.
But as I said, it doesn't sound like terrible. Like he clearly has a good voice, and the song doesn't sound terrible, which is why I'm probably not going to put it in bottom tier. But it's definitely pointless because, I mean, it didn't need to happen.
All right.
No.
We're all in agreement.
I think it's going to be pointless. I want to know why he looks like Weird Al Yankovic in the actual photo.
That's what he used to look like, mate.
Is that how? Oh,
That's what he looked like in his heyday.
imagine
Yeah,
that.
Heyday is definitely how I describe that hair.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's awful.
oh,
Paddy laughed.
actually, I quite like that one. To be fair,
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I quite like that. To be fair, that's top notch banter.
That's a dad joke, and you know it. It's not. Right.
No.
All right, then. Yeah, we've rotated back round to you, Mangan. What are you bringing us now?
Well, you know what? We've got everything. We've got everything in a tier except better than the original, and I am going to destroy that now. Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower. It's one of the best songs ever made. Well, one of the best songs ever sung. By Jimi Hendrix, not the original. The original's by Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan just sings the same way usually. The song for me brings forward that, like, the rebellion of that American culture experience in the 60s. And I love this song for that because it's a really good song. I'll be honest, I didn't even realize it was a cover until like a few months back, and I listened to the original and I was like, how can that be born from that?
Well, I think originally, like, Jimi Hendrix brought out his cover literally like a year after Bob Dylan released the song. So and Jimi Hendrix did it so much better, which is probably why you didn't realize it was a cover. It's actually statistically number 5 on Guitar World's 100 greatest guitar solos of all time, which is not that surprising because the guitar solo is brilliant and it's Jimi Hendrix, for God's sake. But yeah, no, it's an absolute classic song, and 50 years on from when it was brought out, it's still like pretty relevant today. I mean, you hear it in adverts, on the telly and everything. Like, you hear it in movies, you hear it in everything.
Yeah, it's one of the great American songs of all time, I think. And
I don't know a single person who dislikes this song, and I don't want to know anyone who dislikes this song.
I said Bob Dylan. I have never rated the man as an artist.
But to be fair, two of his songs have been covered on here, so you got to give him a bit of credit for creating the songs, like in terms of like writing them. But in terms of performing them, he probably should have gave them to other people and made his money that way.
Yeah, do what Ed
Sheeran
Sheeran
made
did.
less money.
I'm not a fan of his voice. That's the thing. but his songwriting has proven good.
This is better than the original. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to the original. Yeah, it's miles better than the original. Classic.
I can't take Bob Dylan seriously.
I mean, look. Bob Dylan has the best Christmas song. Must Be Santa is fantastic. I'm glad that we're talking about this in August now.
I'm trying to think. Well, we've got a Christmas song here anyway. So
is it me next? Is it me next?
Oh, it's me.
No.
Oh, we could have had a perfect transition then of me going into my Christmas song.
No, sorry, mate. That's how the world works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to talk about a song that I know that I'm actually going to disagree with Paddy about because he inadvertently told me what he thought of this song.
Oh no.
But I'm going to talk about Alt J, House of the Rising Sun. Paddy, how do you like this?
I honestly, I don't like it. I love it.
What? You didn't like it?
I honestly loved it. Like, This is like it's super original. It's just super eerie production, eerie vocals, which I love. That's just my thing. The instrumental overpowers the vocals a little bit, but
I mean,
this
completely.
is yeah, no, but I think that's almost the charm of the song in a way. I think it's almost meant to, and like, I don't know, it's just such an eerie song, and I just love their take on it. I just this song made me feel a bit, it made me feel something, and that's what good music should do.
Did I got emotional listening to it? I'm not even lying.
Honestly, I agree. I did a bit as well. I don't know. It's just I could imagine it like being played like in a movie, like during like a scene during war when they're going over the trenches, and then it's in
I
slow
mean, that's.
it's in slow motion, and this song's playing in the background. You can just imagine it.
Well,
I mean, they'd probably choose the original.
In Vietnam, maybe. But I loved it.
No, they completely ruined the vocals. I can't hear it half the time.
But I kind of like that about it. Like it was imperfect, and that's what I kind of liked about it. I like the eerie vocals and the eerie production. I mean, the start of the song, the intro sounds like a Mario game's about to start.
Yeah, I didn't like that. When I first listened to that part, I was like, oh god, here we go.
Listening to that, I thought I'm gonna hate this. But then the proper instrumental kicked in. I was like, hold on a minute, this is getting somewhere. And then the vocals started coming out, and I started to feel something. It hit different,
Well, you keep saying that a lot. Hit different, and you're worrying me. Are you becoming one of the kids again?
Well, listen, mate. Just good music's meant to get you in the feels.
It didn't. It did me. It did get me in the feels. To be fair, I was pretty moved by this song.
I think it's going to be a bit of it's going to be you either love it or hate it song. I think that's the problem here. I think it's literally going to be one of those songs you either love it or you hate it. No,
I haven't really heard of Alt J before that. Like, are they any good?
I've heard of them, but I hadn't really heard much of their work.
Collins, what do you think of them?
They ruined this song.
Anything else about them?
No.
Okay. Wow.
Don't get me wrong. The original's
I
brilliant.
don't think I'd look it like I said. It probably is just a case of they're not my type of music, I guess. But to me, it's just they took one of the classic songs, and it doesn't work what they've done to it for me. It has to be down there. It's not it's not Why Did This Happen due to just how horrendous my Why Did This Happen song is, but it is pointless to me.
Which one have you got? Oh, okay, yeah. I was like,
I love how you can just look and see immediately which one's mine.
Okay, I was like, I'm looking down and I'm like, No, I did like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nowhere near as good as the original, because the original is one of them songs that can't really be topped. Like the guitar, the lyrics. I wasn't expecting it to be as moving as it was, because I don't see The House of the Rising, the original, as like a very moving song, but I was pretty moved.
But like, I mean, that's the beauty of the song. They've been able to take a song like that and make their own version where it is like an emotional version.
Yeah, College,
I'm very scared at the moment.
You defended Britney Spears' "I Love Rock and Roll" because at least it was original. Well, so is this.
Oh God, oh God, you're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do, right?
Paddy, where are you putting this?
Well, the thing is, the disadvantage this song has is the original is so brilliant that I don't think I could put it better than the original.
No, it was going. I didn't think.
Well, I couldn't put it. I couldn't put it anywhere other than Great Homage, because I loved it, and that's what I'm saying.
Colin just left the call.
No, what? I was terrified that you guys are gonna put this in better than the original.
Oh no!
No. The original's so brilliant that it couldn't be.
No, all right then. I will live with that.
Is Great Homage to me.
Yeah, I'm I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Is it me next?
Yeah,
it
Gino.
is you.
Boy, we are blasting through these, aren't we?
Why do you mean? Why do you think I've been talking
I
about?
think we're saving. We usually like to save some of the better ones to last. So hopefully we'll have more debate. But I don't think there'll be too much debate about this one. Only heard this the other day, and it's Ryan Adams' version of Wonderwall. Not Brian Adams. Ryan Adams. No, you're right. I haven't heard of him either, and I don't want to hear of him anymore because he's absolutely ruined one of the best songs of all time. He's taken away one of the best parts of that song, which is the guitar in it, replaced it with some really dreary instrumental, and then what he's done is he's thought dreary instrumental, dreary vocals, completely slowed the pace of the song down to a terrible pace, and sings the song terribly as well in his really dreary, dull vocals, and ruins an absolute classic.
So what you're saying is he completely ruins an Oasis classic.
That's exactly what I said.
I've got to make this better than the original then.
He's an Oasis hater.
You know Ryan Adams played this at Glastonbury.
And got booed off stage, I hope.
I doubt it.
Then Big Noel came out and said, he's me new brother.
No,
Noel came out and said that he prefers this.
Yeah, I heard that Noel said he prefers his version, but I imagine that's purely just to piss off Liam.
I honestly don't. Nah, I mean, I hated this. Wonderwall's one of those songs that. See, I hate Oasis as people. Yeah, yeah. But I can appreciate their music.
I think that's a fair statement because as people, they are questionable.
They are
I really enjoyed. You know, Ed Sheeran's done a cover of Wonderwall, but he specifically covered the Ryan Adams version.
Oh
wow!
My
God!
What's the point?
No, to be honest, he did a cover of another one of the songs on this list, and it's terrible as well. So,
which one? I'm trying to think which one.
I'll tell you when I get to it.
Oh, thank you.
To be fair, I found a few reviews of this song. I'm sure Ryan Adams meant well when he did Wonderwall,
Oh my God.
but it comes off as wrist-littingly painful to listen to, since Ryan just sucked out all life of the original and replaced it with whininess.
I mean, that is the most perfect review
I'm
I've ever heard.
sorry, but I'm sure he meant well. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah, like never start a review off with that it's going to be bad if it starts with that.
Sure, it's like burning down your house to make your mum a cup of tea.
Yeah.
I'm sure he meant well, but he's
like, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. That's the equivalent of that.
But I will point out the review above it says beautiful.
Oh, who was that by? Ryan Adams.
God, who said it? And Shane.
It was just a comment.
Can't be naming and shaming here.
Was it Ryan Adams?
The tier list army will get onto them.
Yeah, or 24 followers.
They'll go and cyberbully that comment maker.
Oh my God!
Sorry, at one point I feel like I need to make this. Why does he sing it so weirdly? Like, never mind, he sings it drearily. I mean, the timing of the lyrics is cadence.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying. Like, the pacing of the song is terrible. Like, I think he's just trying too hard to be original, which a lot of people do with covers, and it ruins the song.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we all know where this is going, right?
Yeah.
Pointless.
What?
Why
No.
did this happen?
No, I wanted to hear about these.
Why did this happen? Yeah, have fun with Britney Spears down there, mate.
Britney deserves better here.
Britney does not deserve better. She's great and all, but she knows this was a mistake.
Britney has lived a harsh life. And
well,
now she's at the bottom of a tier list on cover songs.
I mean, this will tip her over the edge. Jesus.
I didn't expect to hear that. Okay. Wow. This'll tip her over the edge.
I'm
That's
sorry.
a content warning.
That is
Mangan.
content warning.
Mangan, your next choice.
You know what? Yeah. We're going to do a mini continuation here. Celine Dion. You make me feel like a natural woman. Now, I think in the last tier list, there were a couple of people who were a bit harsh, criticised her, were generally mean. And that's gonna continue tonight. Why would you try and go at the Queen? That is Aretha Franklin. You come at the Queen, you better not miss, and she missed her with a fucking cannon.
I mean, if I'm honest, I actually don't really like the original that much, to be honest. I don't really like the song that much anyway. I'm not knocking Aretha Franklin. I'm a brilliant vocalist, but I just don't like the song that much, if I'm honest.
You have
but I mean, I don't know why Celine Dion bothered to cover this song. I mean, her vocals just don't fit the song at all. And I put down on my notes here, it literally just lacks originality and it lacks creativity. Her version.
It has nothing in it. It has nothing to make it any different.
There's really nothing
to make it feel different.
Yeah.
I've gotten into Aretha Franklin lately because on one of them 4 o'clock YouTube trolls when you see suggested for you.
Oh yeah.
And I saw
YouTube.
What the Kennedy Awards, Collins? They're a massive American thing, aren't they?
Oh, the Kennedy Awards. I think yeah.
Are they for artists and that, or is it just for everyone?
I think it's specifically towards art. I'm just quickly checking.
What is it? Go on.
So it's for performing arts for lifetime contributions to American culture.
Yeah. So, and it was that. I watched Aretha Franklin doing "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman." It's the one where I don't know whether it's been memed or loads, but when Barack Obama cries listening to the song.
Oh wow!
It is that song. It's Aretha Franklin because at this point she was battling cancer and everything. She was 2 years into cancer battle, and she was doing it, and it was literally amazing.
Yeah.
And then I see Celine Dion's cover of it, and I can't in my heart of hearts.
Yeah, honestly, she doesn't sound completely terrible on it. Celine Dion's always had a good voice, but her voice, as I said, does not fit the song at all, and it's a pointless cover to me because it doesn't give you anything different to the original. It just lacks creativity and originality.
The only reason I'm saying this is pointless is because I've got another one that's worse.
Look, guys, I'm the person who had the most anger towards Celine Dion last time we brought her up in the Power Ballad.
You're the defender!
And I started listening to the song, fully intending to rip this woman to shreds again.
No! Oh,
Bloody loved it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Genuinely, I'm disappointed in myself, Mangan, but this is fun.
It's not fun!
Yeah, it is.
What about it?
No, she sounds great in it, and I think she does a good job.
Wow.
I will say, just once again, Mangan, who I fear has actually left the call. This isn't better than the original, of course.
But
it's definitely once again a decent attempt. It's not pointless.
Oh, it's pointless.
Yeah, for me it is pointless. It's not why did this happen, because it's not completely terrible, but it just adds nothing to the original.
It feels so devoid of any soul. You make me feel like Aretha Franklin is the queen. So I have a good attempt at getting to it, and this makes absolutely no attempt at all. It is pointless.
I agree. I've knocked it in pointless.
Yeah,
I think you all are too high and mighty when it comes to songs.
I'm high and mighty when it comes to defending my queen's honor.
Jesus Christ! All right, simp.
I am a Aretha Franklin. I've only found this out recently though. So
Okay.
actually, speaking of the Kennedy Awards, I did see another great cover. Someone did a cover of Stairway to Heaven, which was pretty mint. Paddy, you should check that out.
All right.
Since you are a bitch and think it's overrated. I'll never forget that, you know.
Move on,
But-
man. Move on.
No,
No.
we'll never move on from it.
We'll
Let
never
it go,
move
man.
on.
It's not like I put it bottom tier. I put it second top tier.
That was essentially bottom tier for
that was one tier too low. No, yeah, you might as well put it on bottom tier. You might as well said, I do not like guitars.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
Sorry.
Don't think Paddy's ever been more insulted by anything I've said than when I told him he didn't like guitars.
That hurt. That hurt.
Right. Calm.
Yeah, all right. So we'll move on to me now and let it go. I you know what? Speaking of Led Zeppelin, I'm actually going to bring us back to another song that we previously talked about. A lot of callbacks this episode. Now, when we were doing greatest one hit wonders, which definitely isn't Led Zeppelin. Don't know why I said speaking of Led Zeppelin now.
Yeah, I was thinking, where's the link here?
The Led Zeppelin stands are coming for
Speaking
you
of
now,
Led Zeppelin,
Colin.
let's talk about Adele.
No, but we talked about the original 99 Red Balloons, and I distinctly said in this podcast the only reason I can't put it top tier is because I think the Goldfinger cover is better. It's really, really good to me.
Truly, our Brexit means Brexit here. I don't like the German version, so let's get out the English.
They sing in German.
They sing in
They go.
German at the end.
Gotta respect that. Gotta respect that.
Sorry, I was just drinking in the middle of that. I got.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, I'm insulted that you would dare compare me to one of those people.
I do like how you went those people.
Look. I'm gonna. I'm not gonna try and say something hurtful.
I think those people's hurtful enough.
They call people those people.
Wow.
Right. Okay. What are your opinions on this song?
I'll go first. Out of all the songs here, probably one of my, it was definitely my top two favorites. The instrumental on this is incredible. Like the way they turn the synth instrumental from the first one and put it into electric guitar in this one, God, it just gets you so hyped up. It's brilliant, the electric guitar in this, and they really turn it into like a proper rock song, and it just gets you proper hyped, and I loved it. Simple as.
Wow. Okay.
Mangan, what do you think? And bear in mind, I will judge you.
This is not the point of a tier list to be judged upon.
True.
Meh.
What?
I thought it was all right.
Oh.
What's wrong with it?
The sound is deafening. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing that like gets me going.
What? That song doesn't get you going.
It's meh. Like I said, it's not something I'd be like making sure I got on Spotify to get straight out on.
It's already on my Spotify playlist.
Is it on like songs though? That's where it really, you gotta keep an eye on that one.
The thing is, I really like the original as well. They're close to me in terms of what's better, but I might just edge this one.
When you said they're close to me, I thought like they have a special place in your heart.
Oh no! I only heard about this song like 2 weeks ago.
I literally was like, "What's Paddy going on here?" I thought you were going to talk about like a lovely
No,
moment.
as in they're close in terms.
Paddy was once part of a nuclear apocalypse. You see.
They're close in terms of like how good they are, like the original and this cover.
Briefly, actually, I want to talk about Goldfinger have been fantastic during the entirety of quarantine. They on their YouTube channel, they've been re-recording all of their songs and re-releasing them as quarantine editions, and it's just been great waiting every week for them to re-release a new song. And like they've covered most of their big ones now, including their biggest, which is probably Superman. But it's really fun. It's really fun. Great stuff by them. They've helped me with quarantine quite a bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah. This is better than the original. I think partly for me it is, yes, it's in English. That means that I can connect to a song more. But also I think it does a great job of doing it on its own terms as well. Like you said, it becomes a punk's rock song, which is what they're known for. But it doesn't just forget its roots. Like roots, the start of it is literally just them transitioning the instrumentals to what they want to do with it. And and it does have a nice nod at the end with the final verse being sung in German.
No, I respect that. To be fair, I've listened to the original version, obviously the original German version, and I think she did one that was like an English translation.
That's awful.
And the German one sounds so much better, like in actual German. So I'm glad they did put that in at the end. I'd probably agree, better than the original. I'd probably more likely listen to this one than the other one, although I do think the original is brilliant as well. Not knocking that.
Right, Manga, where are you putting this?
I would have put it decent attempt, but I've been happily outvoted really. You talking then's got me an idea for another tier list in the future.
Oh, go on, mention it.
Foreign songs.
Foreign songs.
I
Does
think
America
it's
count
not
as
bad.
foreign?
What?
Does America count as foreign?
No, I'm talking in a different language.
Oh, songs. Oh, that's actually good. To be fair, I've got a couple.
Yeah, no,
I've already got like my top one.
I'm just writing Gangnam Style down now.
Storm, mate.
Are we allowed to talk about songs we've already done?
We're not getting out the fucking Macarena again.
Well, I'm at 99 Red Balloons, but right.
Yeah, let's have La Bamba. Let's have 99 Red Balloons and the Macarena.
And the ketchup song.
Let's
get the ketchup song.
The ketchup song. Oh, what a great idea! I'm gonna write that one down as well.
Let's get back to a year 6 disco. Come on, lads.
All right, then. Well, Paddy, while you're writing that down, bring out your next one.
Well, I'm not actually writing it down. So, I'm going to talk about probably my opinion, the greatest Christmas song of all time. And I know a lot of people share my opinion, and that's "Fairy Tale of New York" by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl.
Oh my God. Calling that the best. Gonna tell you to go on a hole.
Oh, you were thinking the cover song. I was saying the cover song. You were thinking I was saying the cover song was the best. No.
Yeah.
The original is one of the best. This version by Ronan Keating and Maya Brennan, I think that's how you say her name. It's not completely terrible, but it starts off with Ronan Keating's vocals, which for me are far too clean for the song. Like, I think the whole charm of the song was that he had these gritty vocals and you couldn't really understand what he was saying. And then you get Ronan Keating's vocals that they're too nice, they're too clean for it. It's not that original either. They haven't really put that much of their own spin on it. And my final note I've wrote down here is it's too Irish.
I thought they were putting on Irish accents.
Well,
I literally thought they were putting on Irish accents.
I think Ronan Keating was. I think
Irish.
No, I know, but he was like trying to sound like even more Irish than he already is. Like, I wrote that down because it just sounded like they were trying really hard to make it like a proper Irish celebration of Irish music. And like it was like they were trying, like, we're Irish, we're proud, and we're gonna do this entire song in the most Irish accent possible. And
nothing says respecting the heritage like putting a stereotypical accent on.
I literally thought it reminded me of when someone goes pot of gold.
Yeah,
literally that vibes to it.
Especially Maya Brennan when Herbert comes in. Like she, I don't know whether like she's putting that on or she's actually sounds that Irish when she sings. But it doesn't work.
Can I say though, you're wrong that about the best Christmas song of all time. The best Christmas song of all time is Bill Murray and George Clooney's rendition of Santa Claus Wants Some Lovin'. Just brilliant.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That is a thing.
and it was worth seeing.
It was probably bought out around the same time George Clooney did that Batman film, to be honest.
Nope, 2015.
Oh
What?
no, that
Jeez.
was a
A
recent.
very Murray Christmas.
Oh,
I watch that every year.
a very Murray Christmas. I mean,
Brilliant.
that's
Is
incredible.
that an American thing?
That's a Netflix special. Just
So
Bill
it's been-
Murray singing. It's just Bill Murray singing Christmas songs, and one of them is Santa Claus Wants Some Lovin' with George Clooney, and George Clooney hides behind a tree, pokes his head out, and says Santa Claus wants some lovin', and then hides himself again, and then pokes his head out, even though it's the exact same line.
Well, that's
So
not
what?
creepy.
So what you're saying is George Clooney likes to watch rather than take
Yeah,
part.
George Clooney is definitely peeking on Bill Murray while he's doing Mrs. Claus.
Oh, why would you? Why would you be looking at anyone? You could be looking at anyone, but let's look at Bill Murray's 8-year-old ass swinging away.
Swinging. His ass is swinging. Gravity's not being kind.
That arse if it's swinging.
My God.
No, but
yeah.
Just sorry, I know this is off topic, but A Very Merry Christmas. Like, watch that if you have the opportunity. It's hilarious how bad it is, but it's bad in the best way possible. Like Bill Murray getting drunk while Fairy Tale in New York gets sang by a bartender who has just got a very unique style.
I think
not
that's
with an Irish accent though, so I have to say that cover's definitely worse than the Ronan Keating one. There we go. I've looked it back, lads.
That theme carries with George Clooney, and he does a lot of things that's so bad they're good. Like, yeah, the Batman and Robin film springs to mind. Mangan, did you have any strong opinions about this cover?
Yeah, why did this happen?
Right?
Fairy Tale in New York.
That was quite strongly
Fairy
said.
Tale in New York is one of my favourite Christmas songs. Actually, no, it is probably my favourite. And this is just a horrible, horrible, horrible cover. Not even the fact that there's like no originality to it whatsoever. It's basically the same tune, the same instruments that he used. It sounds like I thought there was a second when I was like, is Ronan Keating English? Because he literally is trying to put off an Irish accent. It was truly, truly terrible. And this makes me want to skip Christmas.
I mean, I wasn't going to put it in why did this happen, because I think it's more listenable than what we've got in there already. It doesn't sound completely terrible. But if you compare it to the original, I mean, there is no comparison. It's far worse. I was going to say pointless though.
The thing is, let's be honest, the voice in it, he's meant to sound drunk, isn't he?
Well, yeah, that exactly. Like that's what I was saying. That's the charm of the song.
Because he is literally in the drunk tank.
Yeah, that's the charm of the song. And like Ronan, as I said, Ronan Keating's vocals are they're so clean, precise. You can hear every word he's saying.
You know they are
never
both
drank in his
Irish,
life.
right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
No, but like
he literally sounds like he's hammed it up.
I know, but like it's like they've turned their Irishness up. Like, as if you hear like Ronan Keating sing a Boyzone song, he does not sound as Irish as he does in this song, because it's like he's trying to like really like make an Irish celebration song and like say, you know, shout to the world, I'm Irish and I'm proud, like that kind of thing.
He might as well have chucked some potatoes at some kids.
Yeah, you might as well just dressed up as a leprechaun in the video, like that's literally
throwing gold coins out.
Yeah.
Any other Irish stereotypes that we're on?
No, I don't want to offend too many people.
Well, you know.
Have a pint of Guinness while having it.
There we go, the Guinness.
There we go. Just watch the Conor McGregor fight.
Well, that's
Too far.
Maybe not far enough.
Punched in the face by Conor McGregor in the pub.
There we go.
There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah. I'd say this is pointless.
Can't believe it.
It's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad as you're saying, man. It is bad, but
I think
not.
I am probably looking at it solo because it is my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah, it's my favorite as well, but I can accept it. There's a lot worse attempts out there.
you also can't really destroy a Christmas song.
Hmm.
It's a
Yeah, like
Christmas song.
I could listen to this and not be too like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what it's listenable in a way. It's just pointless.
That's an
Listenable in a
interesting.
way that if you ever find yourself in Dublin, that's the version you should listen to.
That's an interesting point you've brought up there. Can a Christmas song be ruined?
No, it can't. They get covered every year by different artists. I bet there are worse covers of Fairy Tale of New York.
There probably are.
They probably are. I think I'll
Right,
sung one.
there's the one in Very Merry Christmas. There we go.
Note to self: do not watch A Very Merry Christmas.
No, do watch it
I mean,
because it's hilarious how bad it is.
I wouldn't need to make a note to self because I'd see the title Very Merry Christmas and go, no, thank you, and move on with my life.
Oh, but come on. Bill Murray and Chris Rock, they sing together. Little Drummer Boy.
It's like you're trying to put me off this thing.
Oh, Chris. Okay, right. No, I'm not getting anywhere near it. Right.
Look, I'm sorry. When we get to December and we do like Christmas movies, you know that's going in my tier list, right?
Yeah, we'll do Christmas songs and Christmas movies probably.
I'm still waiting for the beer test. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most when we're back.
We have to be allowed to hang out for that.
That's a live one, that.
That is a live one, and I cannot wait. Right.
All right. So
yeah,
that wraps us right back around to Mangan.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about this one.
Don't then.
Okay. Well, it's why did this happen then? Rehab and Gattuso with Creep.
I didn't know Napoli's manager did EDM songs, to be honest.
It might as well have been Napoli's manager. It might as well be Gennaro Gattuso. Because, oh my God. You know what? I'll give credit where it's due. Not to this song, of course. But there can be times where EDM can be used to effect to revive some songs made in the past. This is not one of them. Because this is a song that didn't need covering from an EDM. Radiohead's Creep. Creep is a pretty good song. It is not my favourite, but I still enjoy it. What is this? What is this?
Well, I mean, I'd say it's more of a remix than a cover, to be honest.
It's got them same lyrics.
Yeah, I guess it counts, but I think you're being a bit overly harsh, if I'm honest. Like, I think overall as a song on its own, like as a fan of the genre, generally it's actually a pretty bouncy track. The pacing to it's quite nice. The vocals are pretty nice. It's not the greatest respects to a classic, but I think you're being quite harsh to it because it's
the thing is, it's what Michael Bolton did to Yesterday, but worse, Paddy.
No, because
EDM goes completely the opposite way of what this song is meant to be taken as. The entirety of the lyrics and the instruments of this song is quiet and simple, and EDM is never that.
It destroys it.
No, I know, but I don't think they're not. The thing is, they're not trying to like. That's why I think it's more of a remix than a cover, because they're not trying to like put their own spin on it. They're just trying to remix the original.
Is then, Paddy, if we change this category to remix songs, I'd still put this in Why Did This Happen? Because it goes against the point of the song.
Let's be honest, it is a cover because it has the same lyrics, the same point of it. Like, if it was a remix, I'd say the same thing.
Well, they're definitely more self-aware about it than a Michael Bolton. They're
not even worse
because they know
they're self-aware that they committed murder.
No. Come on, that's
if
a bit.
I shoot someone in the head and say, "Oh, I killed him," I still shot him in the head.
No, because the genre they're in, it's impossible to make a version of the song that
is good.
Get out of the genre.
That meets the point of the song.
The thing is, though, Paddy, if that is the question, that is the problem you're left with. The answer is you choose a different song.
Not even that. You make a new song. You be original. Why doesn't EDM do that more?
Well, because then we somehow end up with it being in the bottom tier with Where Is Your Love? How is your love? Sorry.
No, I'm sorry, but I do like EDM. But this isn't it. This ain't it, Chief.
If you're putting the song alone, that's the thing. If you're putting the song alone and forget the original doesn't exist.
This is
The original doesn't exist. You mean the complete opposite point?
No. Let me finish. I'm just saying on its own, this song is pretty bouncy, and it's pretty decent for the genre. But as a cover, of course it doesn't meet what it's meant to. It's an EDM song, for God's sake. EDM compared to whatever Radiohead genre was. Obviously, it doesn't meet. It's not meant to, but it's they've tried something. They've tried to spice up an old classic and put a modern spin on it in an EDM style, and it's not terrible. It's not a terrible attempt, in my opinion.
It's not a song that needed to be spiced up. It's not.
That's Paddy. You spice up curry. You don't spice up a cheesecake.
Oh my god.
That's the thing. EDM is curry. Radiohead is cheesecake. You can't spice up cheesecake. You ruin cheesecake.
Right, lads, I think we've got the first quote for our merchandise. EDM is curry. We're gonna put that on a shirt.
Can we see?
Yeah, there you go.
Wait.
Yeah, there you go. Like, because curry can give you the shit sometimes.
Oh my god!
We're just gonna put Avicii's head on a bowl of tikka masala and then put EDM is curry.
That's it. That seems rather morbid to do.
Yeah, that might be in poor taste. Oh, I've just made a bad pun. Oh, what?
I can't believe you've just compared EDM to curry.
Well, yeah, I also compared Radiohead to cheesecake.
Unbelievable. I mean, I'm going to get voted on this regardless, so just put it just whatever you. I know you guys are going to put it bottom here.
Hang on, where are you going to put it?
I don't know.
No,
I was a decent attempt.
Okay, right, fine. For the point you made, I can live with that, with where you were going to put it. It's still going in why did this happen?
Yeah, it's going in why.
Fair enough.
I'm literally looking on the internet now for good EDM covers because EDM needs more originality back in the day. Mumford & Sons did a Calvin Harris cover of I'm Not Alone. What?
Was that for Radio 1 Lounge? Because Radio 1 Lounge is basically just being crazy with their songs.
It might have been, but I can't.
Oh yeah, we actually didn't say this. These like, to qualify for this, you had to be like an officially released cover. Like, you couldn't have just sang it in the live lounge on Radio 1 once. Like, it had to be officially released.
That is a pretty good point because you had one that was going to be.
Yeah, I had Miley Cyrus, Smells Like Teen Spirit, but it wasn't on Spotify. It wasn't on YouTube as like an officially released thing, so I changed it.
You know what? You should have put that on the live lounge because I actually did want to listen to that. Not on the live lounge, on the actual playlist that you made for us to listen to everything. Because I wouldn't mind listening to that. Just to really.
Which one?
In the sense, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
By Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't on Spotify.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't on Spotify, so that's how. That's why I couldn't include it, because I was like, it's obviously not officially released then.
Oh, that's pretty surprising.
And then I looked on YouTube to see, and it wasn't like, it was just like live performances. It wasn't like a proper version, so.
That is pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Right, Collins, what have you got next?
All right. You know what? I think I am going to talk about Amy Winehouse's Valerie. And obviously Valerie, a song that should be close to all of us, the Zootons, the original artists from Liverpool.
Scousers!
Yes,
Represents.
Gee! We are so sorry.
I mean, like, we really haven't had many good musicians after the Beatles, if I'm honest.
I think after doing all that, I've just.
Whoa. I've heard about this young upcoming band called the Vedettes.
Oh, yeah, and you can listen to that. One of the members of the Vedettes, Jacob, talking about horror movies in the previous. Get in. We've got our merch ready.
Yeah. I think I'm going to talk about the original first. Is that I quite like the original. I think it's sung very well. It's quite upbeat with it. Amy Winehouse's vocals, though, blow the original out of the water entirely.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say you didn't like it compared to it. Yeah.
Oh, no. Amy Winehouse does such a better job.
Yeah, it's a great song. And
it's exactly how this song should have been sang in the original.
No, it's a cracking song. You know, you got it stands alone. When you can think about the song and you'd immediately go to Amy Winehouse's Valerie.
Mm.
You know, fair play. I tell you what, I did not realise Mark Lawrenson. Yeah, Mark Lawrenson. He was in.
He's got from punditry to musician.
Mark Ronson. I didn't realise he was.
Yeah, Mark Lawrenson collabed with Bruno Mars.
Oh my word! I'm gonna actually hit you in a second.
Uptown Funk by Mark Lawrenson.
He's been going for a while then, hasn't he, Ronson?
Mark Lawrenson's been going for
years. I think he's been going for a while. You know, had a playing career.
I did not. Oh my God! I did not realise that Mark Ronson was like going around in 2005.
No, Mark Ronson's been around for a while. He's a super talented musician. Like, you got to give him credit for what he did to the instrumental on this song. He completely like changed it and jived it up the tempo, which it definitely needed. And it, as you said, rightly so, because of Amy Winehouse's vocals as well. It puts the original to shame in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the original. It's not bad, but this is far better.
Yeah, compared to this, you know. Would you like to know some good Liverpool bands after us kind of getting on?
The Wombats.
Yeah, the Wombats. Okay.
And I'll be honest, that's where my list ends.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Echo and the Bunnymen.
Oh, they're rubbish. I'm sorry, they're so overrated.
Atomic Kitten. How could we forget?
Atomic Kitten, God.
Yeah.
The best of the lot.
Yeah, and the best one of them got Iceland gig permanent, so you know.
That's you've made it then.
Circa Waves. Camel Fat. I'm starting to think this isn't just bands. Right. What else should we talk about? that's about it. The rest I have not heard.
That's quite. I mean, I think the Beatles have ruined music here because it's like, how can you like live up to that expectation?
Nice one, John Lennon.
Rather hilariously, I don't know why, but Ranker.com has the ranking of all Liverpool bands and musical artists. Number 1 is John Lennon. Number 2 is the Beatles. Number 3 is Ringo Starr. How does that work?
Piss off.
What's that website called?
Ranker.com.
Definitely don't want to misspell that one.
No, I will misspell it. Putting Ringo third, the hack.
Nah, mate, you don't want to. Make sure you type the first letter right on that one.
Yeah, it's quite similar. Also, make sure that you don't get jerked out wrong.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, thank God I wasn't recording that one.
The reason there's not much debate in this Amy Winehouse one is because we all know where it's going to be and everyone's going to agree with it. So we might as well talk about Liverpool bands' decline since the Beatles.
I know, yeah.
Hey, come on, Cilla Black.
Oh, surprise, surprise, she's dead. Bad little
Cilla Black
story.
recorded one of her albums in my house.
No.
What?
Yeah, generally.
When were you going to keep this? Oh, till.
No, fun story. Some guy knocked on the door for my house, and my dad answers and he goes, "Hello, who are you?" Got no idea who this guy is. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm a music historian, and yeah. So do you know, Cilla Black recorded one of her albums here. It's like, oh, that's
wow.
There's the story.
And
that
your
is
dad
the story.
slammed the door.
Do you know which album it was?
Can't remember off the top of my head, because this was years ago. Like this story happened.
Did they say which room it was in?
I think it was one of the first ones.
That's a fun fact, to be fair.
Did they say
you don't get that on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, we don't get Cilla Black memorabilia. Because who would? That's mental. We have never heard that from you
You know
before.
what? I'm glad you saved that. A good story for the podcast. You know, you got to save good content for the podcast.
Yeah, that was why I did it.
As I said, Joe Rogan, eat your heart out, mate. But you don't have a story like that.
I literally thought you said something else then.
Always go there.
Yeah, I just.
Should I move on to my one now? We've decided that's better than the original, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, like definitely.
Well, keeping with the similar theme.
Okay.
Why don't we talk about Adele's version of "Make You Feel My Love"?
Okay.
Another Bob Dylan cover.
Okay.
As we said, Bob Dylan, clearly good songwriter. But if you've heard the original for this, it's absolutely terrible. Again, vocally, he falls so short on the song. And if you look at what Adele has saved this song massively, like what she's done to the song is incredible. Like the emotion she puts into the song, the incredible piano, her vocals, everything. She's made the song like world famous, and it's down to her.
Was this Adele's first? Was this her first big one?
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No, I'm
definitely one of their first big ones.
She'd already had an album out.
Yeah, but she wasn't massive until then, was she?
It's definitely one. I mean, if you look at the picture I've used, she looks pretty young there.
2008, Make You Feel My Love. So
yeah, so yeah, that it probably is.
I think it was that.
Yeah, probably.
Then like Someone Like You, Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah. Yeah, but what do you guys make of her cover?
Yeah, well, Adele's a very talented artist.
And Bob Dylan's Bob Dylan.
Like I said, Bob Dylan's good, like you say, good songwriter, but can't perform. Adele is, like I said, she's a behemoth in herself. Like, her voice is amazing.
No, she lost away.
She looks great now. Let's not even joke about that.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. Credit where credit's due for that.
She wonder when she'll release the album. It's been a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
Let her enjoy life.
No.
She probably is enjoying life.
Yeah,
now.
I was going to say, no. Music fans can't have nice things, so we take it out on the artists.
Wow.
No, she's cracking.
You know, she completely captures like what this song should have been in the original. Like she makes this song into this like emotional masterpiece. Obviously, her vocals are incredible as always, and I love the piano in the song as well. And this is easiest decision on here for me. It's miles better than the original, let alone better.
Did you know Aretha Franklin covered a Adele song?
Excuse me?
Covered Rolling in the Deep.
Oh, Rolling in the Deep?
And then
Wasn't
Celine
as
Dion
good.
did it better.
Wasn't as good.
Did Celine Dion do Rolling in the Deep as well?
No, I'm just saying it to annoy Mangan.
I was going to say, Jesus, she'll do anything for money.
No, I don't really like Rolling in the Deep, to be fair.
Oh, I think it's...
I think that's probably one of her better songs.
I think I like most Adele songs, to be honest.
It's not bad. It's kind of catchy, but it's kind of one of those songs I've heard a lot, and it's kind of just annoying to me now.
What do you prefer it when Adele's miserable then?
Yeah, I do. I do.
like Taylor Swift when she's going to break up. You know the next album's going to be.
Mate, let's not talk about Taylor Swift here. She doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the bracket of Adele. That's what we're going to do at some point. So like artists of some certain genre. And let me tell you, there won't be a tier low enough for Taylor Swift.
What would we call Taylor Swift? Is it pop?
So pop country.
Pop country, okay. I was thinking country, but I didn't.
I think she started like very country and then sort of evolved into pop. Just the worst kind of pop.
Then got in the argument with Kanye.
You know what? Praise be to Kanye West for that.
Are we saying this in case he becomes president and he like makes us the mandatory listening?
Mate, I wouldn't mind that, to be fair, but
in a perfect world.
In a perfect world. In some alternate dimension, that's happening right now.
Can't we like the head of propaganda for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, if you believe in Brian Cox's, or the scientific theory in general of unlimited dimensions, I mean, that's happening right now.
Yeah.
We're being recommended to the world by Kanye West.
I want to
really
be in
want
that world.
I want this to happen. Are we doing this?
I'd quite like that. I'd quite like to do a little Spidey-Man into the Spideyverse and just jet over there right now.
Are we doing this? Like, are we getting this theory out of the way? The multiverse theory.
I never thought we'd be talking about the multiverse theory on the Cover Songs podcast.
Well, we didn't want it to last just an hour, so we like.
Yeah, maybe we could do like some sort of scientific tier list one day.
Oh, let's bash him in. Yeah.
We'll do a tier list of planets.
There's 9.
What's your favorite star, lads?
The one in Mario Kart.
Oh, he's got bands.
I have got bands. Bands for days, boys. Right.
What's your favorite star sign?
Capricorn.
Sagittarius. It's the one that I have.
Capricorn B.
Right.
I'm a goat.
Before we go on to too much of a tangent, what are the votes for Adele's "Make You Feel My Love"?
I mean,
Yeah, better than the original.
There's like no comparison. Whatever.
Lovely.
I've just realised what Collins is. I was the last one.
I just love the picture I've used for it, and believe me, I could have used a lot worse pictures than that. Some of the pictures I saw for this.
Man, go on your last one.
Johnny Cash's hurt. Need I say more?
Yeah, better than the original.
Yeah, I would quite like you to say more, to be honest. Man.
You know what? I love Johnny Cash. He is the king of country. Let's be honest. Other than Billy Ray Cyrus, but like, what mate? Sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face.
Mate, he added something brilliant to Old Town Road. Don't deny it.
But Johnny Cash just, and I'm looking now at, because I have completely forgotten how old he was when he made this. This was one of his last songs before he died. And you can hear it in his voice. Like, the age has not changed him whatsoever. He's still an amazing musician. The way he does it. So it was 2002 when it was released. And he died in 2003. So literally a year before he died. And you reminds me of it. Kind of reminds me of a Western, like The Final Stand of a Lone Gunslinger, if that makes sense. The way he goes, like the way he sings it, the way the music goes. You've got the guitar and the piano, like very minimalist.
Yeah.
But yeah, very incredible at the same time.
See, I have a problem with the song. That I'll tell you what the dilemma I have here. I think it's better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it that much. Like because I didn't like the original. Like, it's a decent song, but and I think the guitar in it's brilliant, especially the guitar intro for it. I just find his vocals super dull and super boring, and
my god,
it's hard for me to listen to. Honestly, it's hard for me to listen to. I find it really dull.
But it's meant to be a bit hard to listen to. You know what? I bet if this got remixed into EDM,
to be honest, you're probably not wrong.
I were myself today.
Objectively speaking, I can see that it's a good song, but it sends me to sleep.
This is one of his last songs, like, of an amazing career. And yet the age in his voice, it's like a fine whiskey, which he drank a lot.
No, this song's great. Although, when I think of this song, one of the things that I think of the most is, you know how bad YouTube comments can be.
Oh my god! No.
Someone claimed to be Johnny Cash's granddaughter and told the story about how he wrote the song.
Oh
and the first reply was, this is a cover, right?
Oh no!
And the person tried to defend it.
Defend what? That she was called out?
Yeah. I know it's a cover, but like he rewrote it, and it was really emotional for him to do that.
Well, because Nine Inch Nails said how much of an honor it was that Johnny covered their song. Like, oh, how could you be called out so badly? If you're gonna lie, at least do your research.
It's probably the most famous cover of all time.
Oh, I think it's certainly up. No, I'd say All Along the Watchtower is the most famous. I think this is certainly up there.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But how don't you like this, Paddy? This is Led Zeppelin all
I
over.
don't hate it. I don't not like it. I just don't like it. Like,
This is Led
it's just one of
Zeppelin
them.
all
It's
over
just a bit.
again.
It's a bit dreary and dull for me. It doesn't do a lot for me. I love the guitar in it, but sorry, the vocals don't do it for me.
I'm sorry, it does. I do like how you specify you love the guitars ever since Colin said that.
No, but that's genuine. No, I would have said that anyway because I like that guitar solo is like, or the guitar riff at the start is like one of the most
Yeah,
famous.
it's not really a solo. It is like I said, it's very minimalist and it works. Like because Johnny Cash is a very minimalist artist.
Yeah, objectively speaking, I can say it's a good song. It's just not for me.
All the man needs is a guitar and a good tune.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash is amazing.
Just say, I do really like Nine Inch Nails as a version.
Yeah, but
let's not take away from.
No, I make it sound like Nine Inch Nails version is
guys
a why
Bob
this
Dylan.
happened. No, and you've got this, and it is like I said, it's like it's like a gunslinger's last stand. It gives you off that like spaghetti western classic to it.
It's what they used for Logan, isn't it? Which when we talked about superhero movies, I said it's a modern day western.
Oh, I could imagine this like going absolutely brilliant in a movie. To be fair, like
And it did.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's going to put this better in the original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't disagree with it. Like as I said, objectively, I can say it's a great song, but it's just like it's not something I'd listen to.
Like we said, this isn't like Bob Dylan in the sense of it was awfully performed by Nine Inch Nails. It is, but when you've got the king, one of the kings, going for you, you know it's going to be a good song.
And tell you what, I reckon Johnny Cash and Aretha Franklin make a good couple.
Well, should we move from the should we move from the sublime to the ridiculous column?
Paddy, do you really want to finish? What do we want to finish? One out of these two?
Well, the thing is, there's not really any debate with your one, so we should probably finish.
But there's going to be plenty.
There's going to be a lot of commentary on it.
Okay, so do you want me to go with my one?
Yeah,
then?
I reckon we do yours.
And actually, Collins, you joke, but Aretha Franklin and Johnny Cash collab would be mint.
Okay, so we're absolutely not going from the sublime to ridiculous then. We're going from sublime to sublime. So I'd be curious to know if you guys have heard the original version of Skinny Love by Bon Iver.
I searched it off. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
It's not bad. But for me, Birdie takes the song to the next level and makes it kind of what it should be. The Bon Iver version is kind of more like, it's a bit like a Hawaiian Island sort of version, but this just turns the song into an incredible emotional song, haunting, eerie vocals, incredible piano, and it takes the song to the level it needed to be taken, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent, like, compared to the original. Is it better than the original?
I think it is. I think it's way better than the original. I don't mind the original, but I think this makes the song into what it kind of should have been.
To me, both of them are fine.
Like, if I had to put this anywhere, we're not voting yet, but I'm putting in my claim, great homage. Like, I think it's good. It is good. But is it great? Like,
I think it's lyrically. If you look at it lyrically, it's a brilliant song, and then you combine that with the Birdie's vocals, which is super haunting and really capture the emotion of the song with that piano as well. Like I think that takes it up a notch.
Would you put Birdie in a one-hit wonder?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know of any other big songs she's had.
That's sad if your one hit's only a cover.
It's true. It's true. To be fair,
I think we've hit a nerve there.
Although to be fair, Westlife made a career out of that, so yeah, gotta get paid.
Yeah, but Westlife released lots of them.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Their entire career was just covers.
Hey, if it works, it works.
It does, and it clearly did work.
Because somehow.
Oh, Westlife's still going.
I think they go on tour on that. They don't really like I think they just like go on tour and perform all their old songs.
So
when they perform all their old songs.
So when they build a pool, then
they perform all of their old songs that are made by other people to a bunch of like 50-year-old women in like
They broke up in 2012 but got back together in 2018 and are still going today.
One of them needed the pool built.
I mean, pretty much. They're probably all broke.
Oh,
I mean,
they did have actual songs. Hang on. Actually, to be fair, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. They don't have any good songs.
No, to be fair, I'm surprised we haven't got any Westlife songs in here, to be honest, in this list, because they did so many covers. Uptown Girl was a pretty good one from them. Didn't mind that one.
I don't know why, but I was thinking, did they do Uptown Funk?
Uptown Funk.
Do you know Westlife have the most single certifications for a pop band in the UK #1 singles artist chart since the Beatles?
That's frightening.
Yeah, but we voted Brexit, so you know what does the British public have to offer?
Another good point.
Boy, Brexit gets mentioned a lot in our podcast, doesn't it?
Well, it's a big thing.
Not the way that people seem to treat it with the government.
It's kind of being forgotten about now with the coronavirus stuff. Everyone's just forgotten about Brexit.
Yeah.
Lucky for Boris.
Flipping lucky, Boris. I was thinking that myself. He's bloody lucky. I mean, you know, you almost died as a result of it, but you know.
What a play-by-play that was.
I know. He took a risk. It paid off.
Right. Where shall we vote on this? Because I really can't wait to get to the next one, the last one.
It's either great homage or decent attempt to me because they're both meh songs to me.
I think it's a great homage.
I was going to say better than the original, but I'm happy to. Great homage seems to be the consensus, so I can absolutely live with that.
All right.
Are we talking about it?
We move on to my final one. And the biggest what the fucking music history. William Shatner. Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds.
Does he have a stroke halfway through this?
No, that's just how he speaks.
I know it's how he speaks, but I didn't think it'd be how he sang as well.
I know there's the main point. Why does he sing the way he does?
How has this man made a career?
I'll tell you why. Right.
Star Trek.
John Lennon wrote this song whilst he was on LSD. William Shatner's an actor. He's clearly gone methods for this song. He's taken LSD.
Oh my god!
And then performed it, and just see what came out, and that's what happened. The weird narration throughout from him.
Tangerine trees. Marmalade skies.
It's some of the strangest. I mean, even before listening to the song, you see William Shatner, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Literally, the first thing you say is, "Why did this happen?"
I just love the fact that this is from the album, The Best of Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner. It's like, this is the best. I don't want to know the worst.
I mean, what they've got a collection of work.
They do. Hang on, go on. I'll go through their album now because it is just all covers. Because of course it is. There's Shatner. There's Leonard Nimoy singing "Where Is Love"
by the Black Eyed Peas.
I was going to say Hathaway.
The Hammer Song.
What?
The Hammer Song.
Hammer Time.
I love making love to you.
Stop Shatner Time.
I do not. I
Who
don't
sang
need
that?
Spock singing this to me.
Go on,
I mean,
keep
this
going.
is incredible.
Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm eating brownies.
The Ballad of Bilbo Baggins.
Excuse
Piss
me?
off.
Yep. Leonard Nimoy sings that.
Mate, they were 100% on LSD and
Are
just
they
wrote
covers? Are these covers? Who
Oh,
sang
they're all covers.
Who sang the ballad of Bilbo Baggins?
Bilbo Baggins. J.R.
Yes,
Tolkien.
The well-known artist.
J.R. Tolkien, mate, he released some songs.
Oh my word! I think actually. Oh my god! Oh my! It's actually original. Leonard,
Oh.
man, what's going on?
What year was this made?
The 60s.
Oh, okay. Why they make it sound like
Wow.
it's early 2000s? Like, dude, where's my car?
In the
Unbelievable.
middle of the earth, in the land of Shire, lives a brave little hobbit whom we all admire.
No,
Oh man, I am listening to this one.
don't
This
say it
podcast
like
is
that. You make it sound like gangster rap.
Gangster rap.
With his long wooden pipe, fuzzy woolly
Excuse me?
toes. Yep. He lives in a hobbit hole and everybody knows him. Bilbo Baggins. He's only 3 feet tall. Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all.
Oh, I'm sure John
It,
Cash will cover
sounds like a
this.
football chant.
It does.
Bilbo, Bilbo.
He's 3 foot tall. He lives in a hole.
I can see Johnny Cash doing a cover of that, to be honest with you. Oh my word.
There's a music video.
I think Johnny Cash might struggle with that, to be honest.
Well, he will now.
Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah, but this song it also cheats because he doesn't sing the chorus.
Yeah, what is the chorus? Is it just a playback of the Beatles?
Chorus is just the Beatles.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so he doesn't even bother? Okay.
I mean, how did the Beatles approve of this?
I don't think they
I
did.
think John Lennon was dead at this point.
Surely they
think
must
so.
have.
No, sorry. I've just clicked on 60s.
Wait, hang on. No, hang on. No, that's when Ballad of Bilbo Baggins came out.
Oh, okay. Check what Lucy. Okay, right. We need to see, and we
Just
need.
like I'm wondering how was copyright not a thing back then?
Okay, 97 is when Lucy in the Sky with
Oh
Diamonds
no,
came out.
he was dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's dead.
Oh my
Well,
God.
no, it's called a cover, mate.
Nah, but surely for him to use their singing in the chorus, he must have to get some
paid.
permission.
He probably paid just as part of the rights of being able to cover the song. He probably paid for it. But no, yeah, it's horrifically sung. Admittedly, it's the best part of the song actually that he doesn't sing the chorus.
Wait,
True.
no, it wasn't. Oh my God, it wasn't. It was in '68. It was
What?
released in '68. Wait,
Oh
I'm confused now. I am confused.
no,
Because-
right.
Wait, he doesn't. Oh, Shatner does Mr. Tambourine Man as well.
Can I just say I think the original is like a brilliant song like as well. Like
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, okay, yeah.
It's a
No,
Beatles song.
yes. Oh my God, it was. It was released in 1968.
yeah, like the original is one of the most unique, brilliant songs like you'll hear. Like to write a song on LSD and write it that creatively and brilliant. I mean, it's crazy, but of course it is. He was on LSD.
I'll tell you
It's
what,
brilliant.
Pads, you were close, when you said, was he on LSD?
Oh right.
He explains his album as an acting performance from the perspective of an LSD user.
Oh my God. So he wasn't actually on LSD, but he was playing a character
That
that
was
was
on
on
LSD.
LSD. Okay, that makes more sense.
It doesn't
I mean-
excuse it.
It doesn't excuse it.
Because,
It's a disgrace.
again, William Shatner should not have a career.
And I'll be honest, I put this in why does this happen like a long time ago.
Oh, this was there anyway.
Because we knew where it was going.
Oh
I mean,
wow, it is 1968. How does he think that's a good idea?
how does the Beatles let it happen? Unless there was lots of money. But when was Star Trek released?
Well, in the 60s.
Was he that rich enough to get the rights to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
Look, no, look, I'm.
Who knows what happened? Maybe he knew one of the
Yeah, who
Beatles. Who knows?
I
Who
would
knows
be-
what copyright laws were like back then or whatever.
I would have been embarrassed if I listened to that.
I mean, what I would say is, who knew? I didn't really even know about it before, like, doing this podcast. So at least
Really?
it didn't
I'd say
like.
this is a pretty famous cover due to how bad it is.
I
Yeah,
wish I
honestly, I didn't hear about it. I when I was researching it, it came up a lot.
I wished I didn't know about this.
You know what? It's worth a listen because it's
It
just
is
one of
that
those
bad.
things.
Oh
It's one
God,
of those
yeah,
things that's so
no,
bad it's
you.
interesting.
It is one of those things you have to hear to believe.
Yeah.
In fact, I am going to listen to it once more after this and then just erase my memory.
I'm going to listen to the Bilbo Baggins song.
It sounds like
Aren't we all?
no, I can't. I can't.
Well,
How have we ended on that?
well, I mean, there was no other way we could have ended.
It was definitely more. It was definitely better to end on this than Birdie.
Yeah, true.
How's the man have the career? Right, lads, that has been fantastic. I've actually really enjoyed that. Thought it was going to be a bit strange with just three of us, but it's worked quite well, really. We've had fun. We've laughed. We've
We've
cried.
cried.
We've questioned our humanity, especially during the last one. But as they say, start as you mean to go on and all that. Guys, we want to say a quick thank you as well because we've had quite a few subs coming in lately and followers on Twitter and that. We're very happy with everything. Like I said, like and subscribe to this because it helps us out immensely. We have Twitter and Instagram at the Tier List Podcast. You can listen to us and subscribe to us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts. There's a couple more, Google Podcasts. Go check out our sponsors, Anchor. And this has been the Tier List, and we'll see you later.